here and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I hope you stay a while. And if you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back. If you see anything you like in this video, hit the like button and consider subscribing so you can see more. Okay, so today I didn't really have an idea what I wanted to do today. I did know I wanted to use a sugar pill shadow, like a sea green shadow, and I didn't use it. I started digging through my collection to find shadows to go with it, and I came across the Take Me to Brazil palette, and I started swatching like I normally do when I don't know what I want to do. I start going through all my shadows and my palettes and I start swatching. I'm like, ooh, ah. So I saw this color right here, and this is the one, well, I have several on my lid, but it's that light color right there. And that's made me decide to build a whole look around that one color. So this is what I came up with. Actually, most of the shadows are from this palette. So, see what happens when you look through your old stuff and you come across old palettes that you hadn't used before. You kind of rediscover them. So, that's what happened today. I actually used this palette in a tutorial a few weeks ago that I will link here. So, I'm glad I pulled it out again, and I like the way the look turned out, I have to say. Now, my eyelashes are a little wonky today. I did not have a good eyelash application day today. They're on, you know, the struggle continues. I'm going to keep trying though. I'm going to push on and push through. One of these days, I'm going to figure out how to put false lashes on. Until then, I hope you would join me in the struggle. So if you would like to see how I achieved this look today, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're going to start out like we normally do, using the LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in the color Fawn. And don't worry, all the products I mentioned will be listed in the description box below. I'm going to blend that out with a Real Techniques brush, and this is going to serve as my eye primer and also mute out some of the discoloration on my lid. And then I'm going to set it with a NYX eyeshadow in the color Blame It on Midnight. And it's going to create a nice smooth canvas for which to blend the shadows that I'm going to place on top. I'm going into the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, and I'm going to use this color blue right here in the crease and above the crease. And I was very happy at how pigmented this shadow is, because this is an old palette, so I'm glad to see it still has some pigmentation. I'm using back and forth windshield wiper motions to blend that into the crease and a little above the crease. I'm also using little circular motions to blend it in as well. And I'm going to keep dipping my brush back into the palette in order to build up this color. This is a Delium Tools blending brush that I'm using. I believe it's the 776. And then I'm going to go back in with that brush that I used to blend out that NYX Blame It on Midnight eyeshadow with no extra product on the brush, and I'm going to blend out that blue. I'm taking the Sephora Contour Eye Pencil in the number 23, and it's a pretty bright turquoise blue, and I'm using that on my lid to use as a base for the shadow I'm going to put over top. And that's going to be this beautiful light bright blue in that Take Me to Brazil palette, and I'm going to pat that on my lid on top of that blue eyeshadow. And I'm using a Sigma flat shader brush for this, and I'm going to pack on the color because I want it to be really vibrant. And this eyeliner that I used as a base is really going to keep this shadow in place. And I'm going back into the palette with that same blue that I used in the crease, and I'm going to try to blend those two shadows together. And as you can see, that shadow on my lid is not budging. So I'm trying to pack on some more of that crease color to try to get those two shades to blend. Now I'm going back into the same palette with a little darker blue, and I'm going to put that in the crease as well. And I'm still trying to blend these colors that are in the crease and on the lid together, but that eyeliner, that waterproof eyeliner I used as a base is making it pretty impossible because that shadow on the lid is going nowhere. So I'm taking that eyeliner and I'm putting it into the crease so that I won't have any patchiness or separation between those shadows, and then I can blend them together with that darker blue. And taking that lighter blue and just blending out the edges of that darker blue. Back into the Take Me to Brazil palette, into this purple, using a Real Techniques flat shader brush, and I'm going to put that on the outer V, and it wasn't giving me what it is I wanted, so I went into my Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, and I used Makeda, which is a beautiful bright violet purple. It's a purple with some blue in it, and I'm placing that in my outer V, trying to keep it on the lid and not in the crease, because now I'm going to go back in with that blue color that I put in the crease, and I'm going to blend it out, and I'm going to blend it into the crease with that same brush. I don't want you to see where one shadow begins and the other ends. I want there to be a smooth transition between the two shades. And then I'm going to take that lid color and overlap it with that Makeda, and then back in with that darker blue into the crease to blend all those shadows together in the crease. And this way you get nice smooth transitions and no separation or harsh line between any of those shadows. Back in with that NYX Blame on Midnight and blending over top of those shadows. Now I'm just taking a makeup wipe and I'm cleaning up under the eye and also creating a sharp edge for my eyeliner. And these are the shadows blended together on the lid. And I've added my lashes and eyeliner. I used the Wet n Wild felt tip eyeliner, which I really like. That was my first time using it. And these are the Ardell Lashes in the number 120. Okay, now to the face. And I'm going to start out like I always do with my primer. This is the Present from Philosophy. And you can also use it as an oil-free moisturizer. And that is the NARS Pore and Shine Control primer, and I put that in my T-zone, and it really helps to control my oils, keeps me matte. That is the LA Girl HD Corrector in the color orange, and I put that under my eyes to combat the dark circles. I put it on my dark blemishes and everywhere else where I have hyperpigmentation. And I use my fingers to warm up the product and blend it out. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation in number 70. Chestnut, I believe, is the name of it. And I do half of my face because this foundation sets fairly quickly, and once it does, it's hard to blend. So I do half of the face and try to quickly blend it out with my damp beauty blender. And I'm just speeding this up so that this video isn't too long and you're not too bored. This is the HD Pro Concealer, again, this time in the color Chestnut. and I put that under my eyes to help cover up those dark circles and blend it out again with my finger. And then follow that up with my beauty blender to make sure it's blended well. This is the Urban Decay Naked Concealer in the color Dark Warm, and I put that over dark blemishes as well, because that's a better color match than the Chestnut, but I find the Chestnut really helps to cover up that darkness under my eyes and those blemishes too. So I mix the two colors together pretty much and go in with my finger first and then the beauty blender. This is the Maybelline Maybelline Fit Me concealer in number 30, Cafe. And I'm going to use that as my under eye highlighter, center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and on my chin. And I blend that out with the beauty blender as well. I love the beauty blender. I keep trying less expensive options, sponge options, but I always come back to the original because it works so well. That is actually the RCMA No Color translucent powder that I put in a Laura Mercier translucent powder container, because the container that the RCMA powder comes in is pretty tragic. So I blend that out with my beauty blender, and it is fairly white, and it does leave like a white cast, and it really will brighten up all those areas where I put the concealer, but it blends in really nicely. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder in the color Golden Beige number 600. And I first use patting motions to pat that into the skin, and then I follow it up with buffing motions. And I love this brush. It's so soft and fluffy. That's my NYX eyebrow pencil. Yes, I have very little left. That's in the color 903 dark brown. And my eyebrows are tattooed because I have very little hair and only half a brow. So they are tattooed on, and so I'm really just drawing them in. And I start with the pencil in the dark brown color to outline them, and then I follow it up with another NYX pencil in the color medium brown number 914, and I fill them in. And so this is why I have never shown my eyebrow routine on camera, because it's just me literally drawing drawing my brows in. And just like any tattoo, they fade over time, especially these that are on my face and are exposed to the sun constantly. And so you really should get them touched up at least once a year. I know people that go more often. I haven't done that, so I have to keep filling mine in with a pencil. And now I am going on my lower lid with this Rimmel eyeshadow stick in the color Trespassing Taupe. It's going to serve as my primer for the eyeliner. This same color eyeliner that I put as the base for my shadow on my lid, I'm using in my waterline and placing it on my lower lid as well to serve as a base for the shadows I'm going to put on top. Going into the Makeup Forever 15 shadow palette, and I'm blending that shadow on, blending out that eyeliner pencil with that shadow on my lower lid. And then into the Masquerade palette again, this is the color Zola, and I'm blending that as well onto my lower lash line. I'm also using it as my inner corner highlight. And I thought this color blended perfectly with all of the others. And now to finish up the face, this is the MAC blush in the color Raisin. And I'm using a, I believe that's a Morphe tapered blush brush that I'm using to apply it with. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, the liquid in the color Opal. And I apply that in a C shape on my cheeks and my temples, and I blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Bring it down a notch, that intensity down a notch, and it looks a little bit like the Coachella makeup tutorials, right, that you see here on YouTube, those dots, and I blend that out again with my Beauty Blender. I also apply it above my lip and blend it out. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the color Crown of My Canopy, and I apply it on top of my cheekbones and around my temples, and it's a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. Look at that. Gorgeous. Yes. It is beautiful and subtle on its own, but on top of that, Opal is just amazing. And on the Cupid's bow, and then to bring it down a little bit, I used my Beauty Blender to blend it out. And this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and this will help all of that makeup stay in place all day. Now I'm going in with my NYX lip liner. This is in the color Deep Purple, and I'm going to line my lips with this. I don't really need to do this because I'm going to use a liquid lipstick, but I like to use a lip liner as a guideline so that I don't get out of line with that liquid lipstick, which can be pretty messy. And this is the Sephora lip stain. Yeah, I'm really unsure about this color. It's a very deep, dark purple. This is in the number 15. And I don't usually use colors this dark, but I said, what the hey, we're gonna try it out today with this look. And that lip liner kind of, I use it as a guideline to try to help me stay in the lines, within the lines of my lips. But as you can see, it didn't always work because I have to go in and just touch that up a little bit. And then I blot it with a tissue. And this is it. Oh my goodness, yes. Very bold, but I love how it came out. The eyeshadow especially, it reminds me, these blues remind me of the ocean. So very happy with how this look turned out. Okay guys, so that's it. I went really far out of the box with this lip. Where am I going? I don't know, but I thought I'd do something different, something fun. You could easily pair this with a nude lip because so much is going on with the eyes. A pink lip. I don't know. I just thought it would be fun. So here it is. It's unexpected. If I had a dark green lipstick or a dark blue lipstick, I would have put that on. But anywho, it's just makeup. If you can't have fun with it, what's the point? So I want to thank you for joining me today. If you saw anything that you liked in this video, please give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing so you can see more. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye-bye.